Hello, YouTube. Today I have a great call about from a U.S. citizen and Colombian citizen who's running a business in Colombia, and he wants to know what he should be reporting, what he shouldn't be reporting, and basically how to get do his business the right way so that he's paying the least amount of taxes. Right? Classic. So if you're a U.S. citizen and you're living in outside of the U.S. and you're running a business, you'll get a lot out of this call, and you should definitely stay tuned.
Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up.
Juan, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo la demora con eso?
Hey, I'm good. Speak English, Juan.
Oh, English, okay.
Or Spanish, whichever's fine.
I don't care. You said I'll speak English. Okay, English is good. So I'm just checking out your notes right now. It says you're a U.S. citizen and a Colombian citizen. Okay, nice. And you have a call center.
I'm a dual citizen because of my parents.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, you have flexibility. A lot of people want to be U.S. citizens. A lot of people don't, but now you can do whatever you want. Okay, so your clients are paying you with wire transfer, credit card from Colombia. They're taking the tax liability for they pay me. Want to organize for new clients, a large call center. Okay, so all the videos that you watched of mine don't really apply to you because you're a U.S. citizen. You don't have to file a Form 5472 because you have to file a Schedule C and pay tax on your U.S. income, but you can get a credit for what you pay tax on in Colombia. So for you, just based on this, I mean, I guess we're just jumping into the call and I'm just going to read your thing and give you a little update. But as a U.S. citizen, you have to do a lot more informational reporting, and there's less, you always have to report and pay taxes in the United States.
My question about it was the whole fact that the business itself, I'm not doing it myself. I created a business in Colombia, but myself, my sister, and my mom are the shareholders of the company in a sense. So that's what my big question was, more of how it would, if it would still have to be formed a particular way, or if it would still have to report a particular way.
Is your mom and your sister are the U.S.?
I guess getting the funds.
Are your mom and sister U.S. citizens as well? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you guys need to report file form 5471 on your taxes and report the U.S. owners of a foreign corporation. Okay. So you need to report that. It's very important every year. It has the same $25,000 penalty. Either don't report it or report it on time and correctly. So I wouldn't just do it late and terribly because they will give you a penalty. And that's the first thing. Yeah, double taxation really is the issue for you because how it works is you're going to pay tax on where the income is earned. So if you are technically, if you're living in Colombia and you're getting and you're working in Colombia, you would pay your taxes in Colombia, and then you get a credit for what you do in the U.S. Most of my clients in Colombia who are citizens as well would operate out of a U.S. company and not even do anything in Colombia because it's easier, it's faster, it's cheaper. You don't have to pay IVA, and then you wouldn't even really pay taxes in Colombia either because the taxes are lower in the U.S. You can use the Colombian company to source some of your local income, but for any of your other income from U.S. clients and things like that, I would have them pay your U.S. company and have the U.S. company pay the Colombian company for services. So your Colombian company basically breaks even.
Okay, so then that way I wouldn't technically have to pay taxes in a sense in Colombia because I'm not making any money.
Exactly. So you have a Colombian company where you have all your employees and all your overhead locally, and the U.S. company pays the Colombian company to cover basically all expenses and maybe a small profit. And that way you're not really paying expenses in Colombia, or you're not paying taxes in Colombia, and you can pay tax in the U.S. where the rates are lower and it's easier to operate business too.
Okay. And how would I do I guess in that case I would have to would I just consider them, I guess, two separate companies, or would I do because I was looking at all different stuff about subsidiaries and branches and that kind of stuff when I was trying to research what the best way of doing it, having the Colombian company already set up. So the best way would be just to basically set up an LLC or just set up a company here, and just say that this one pays that one.
Yeah, two separate companies. Have a U.S. company and then have a Colombian company. It doesn't really matter who owns what company, because what happens is you have all your clients pay your U.S. company, and then you have the U.S. companies send wires over every month or whatever to pay all the expenses in Colombia. And then
Okay.
you pay yourself from the U.S. company, and you do it that way. So then we can do U.S. tax planning, even though you're living in Colombia. And there's a lot of cool incentives we can do to save you money to lower your taxes in the U.S.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, I guess it would be the best option since I'm gonna have to end up technically paying taxes on it anyway. If I do it the other way around, I'd pay more taxes. I have to pay taxes in Colombia and here.
Yeah, and that's why you need to have a company in Colombia, because you're going to have people working in Colombia, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why you need to have a company there. And then for the U.S., since you're a U.S. citizen, you have to report everything in the U.S. as well. So there's different tax and legal advantages for having a U.S. company. It just looks more official too when they're paying like a company like that.
A U.S.
Like
company than just someone's completely out of the country. That's
just
true.
someone's name who lives in Colombia. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and a quick question, because I know you were mentioning the 5471. The company's technically or officially been running like about a year. I would say about a year and 2 months actually doing anything, because the business was created like 2 years ago, but it wouldn't move anything or did anything until about a year ago. But they've all been paying basically directly to the company in Colombia, and it hasn't been like reported. I know if I do the company here, it'll make it easier also for the clients, because then I can actually claim that they paid my company whatever
But
amount of money.
where are your clients at?
They're here in the U.S. They're all here in the U.S.
Yeah, so they're all U.S. They're all U.S. clients. So it's gonna be easier to have them pay a U.S. company, certainly, and like that's guaranteed. In regards to the reporting, I mean, there's different. If you want to be 100% the right way to do it, we could do a streamlined filing, and we can tell the IRS, look, we didn't know we had to report this. We live in Colombia. I didn't know and I certify this, and then we report it all, and we pay any back taxes. There probably won't be any. And that's one option. The other option is to just start filing it right going forward. So if did you already file your taxes in 2019?
Yeah. My
Okay, so
personal
then
income taxes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so then next year in 2020, you need to work with an accountant that knows how to file this form. I mean, we do, but if you don't work with me, that's fine. But work with someone who's filed a 5471 before, because the form sucks and it's really complicated. You have to basically report everything. You can look through it. You can Google search it, form 5471, and it's like it's an annoying form. But and like I have a company in Colombia, I have to report it too. So, and I've done a bunch of these forms. I do it all the time. So I know how to do it, and it takes me forever. So, you can't just go to H&R Block and expect them to do this form for you.
Of course. I mean, I knew as I've gotten older, anyways, the things will end up getting a little bit more complicated because of the whole of the dual citizenship. Because I know I'm doing stuff there and then doing stuff here, and then now with all the different requirements. What was I going to say?
Most of the issue
Yeah, I
isn't
guess it's
because
just
it's not really because you're a Colombian citizen, because I don't think you have to do anything when you live outside of Colombia. It's just because you're a U.S. citizen living in Colombia, working in Colombia is what makes it more complicated.
of course.
Obviously most people just have a job and they live in the U.S. and their taxes are super easy. But you obviously are self-employed, you're working your own self, and you have multiple companies in different countries. So your taxes are much more complicated.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, luckily the profit, I guess that I've made, I guess through the company hasn't been a lot. I think last year it was really only like $6,000 or something like that. It wasn't anything major, as far as the income. But I know that as the goal is to grow it, being a call center, it's going to be something a lot bigger. It needs to be done the right way to make.
Yeah, you should definitely check out Work the System. It's a book about processes and systems, and about a guy who grew his call center. It's called Work the System. I think you get a lot out of that book, especially as a young guy. I think it's Work the System. And it's yep, and he has a big thing about systems, but it's a good book. And it's the book's all about Sam Carpenter going through um, making processes to make a profitable call center.
Awesome.
So I
I
think you'll
definitely gonna
get,
check it out.
yeah, I think you'll get a lot out of that book.
Well,
And yeah, and it's just
yeah, I guess it's just a matter of getting it all set up.
yeah, I mean, obviously you work with a good tax advisor, so you can stop worrying about this and work on making your business better. That's the whole point. And that's focus on what you control and what you can make better. So yeah, that book's awesome. Definitely work with a tax preparer when you are doing your taxes next year. And yeah, let me know if you have any other questions.
No, I think that was the major one. So, I mean, a lot of the stuff I've tried to do as much research as I can to kind of be as best prepared as I can, but you can only get so far without really, I guess, knowing or being trained, I guess,
It's
in
just
those
not that much.
specific areas. So,
There's just, yeah, your situation's too unique. There's not a lot of good research on it, and I probably put most of it on the internet if it's there. You know, it's not a lot of stuff about your very specific scenario.
yeah, when I saw the article that you wrote, that's how I kind of ended up searching you and getting to
Oh,
your
and Finance
website.
Colombia.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I said like I wrote some articles about it too.
So I was like, he definitely knows about it. And I was like, oh, that double taxation part. I was like, I definitely got to get that straightened out because it'll kill me in the end.
Sure. Really, what's going to kill you is not reporting everything correctly. The double
Oh
taxation
yeah,
is not that big of an issue. It's all about the reporting everything correctly and operating efficiently. So you keep working on that, and reach out next year. Hopefully, your business is exploded between the next 6 months, and I'm happy to help you do the tax forms.
awesome. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. That's most likely the route that I'm gonna end up taking.
Cool, Juan. Well, thanks for the call, and we'll be in touch then.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Okay, see you. Okay, I think that call went really well. I think Juan's onto something, and I'm happy to help him with these taxes. The big takeaway from this call is if you're a U.S. citizen, you have to report everything, no matter where you live. So that's the real takeaway. And if you are a dual citizen, you have a lot of options. So that's a tool you got to use to your advantage. So if you like the call, give me that thumbs up, please. And the button right there with the thumb, you click that, it helps, I think. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you have questions, you want to talk to me yourself, you can schedule a call for a limited time in the description below. I actually don't have any time for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be away, still trying to make videos, but I'll try and find time to talk to you guys. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.